race, and Greg Murphy got a good one. So too did Mark Scape. Right up against the concrete, off to turn one. Murphy holds his own. A couple go wide. Mountain Straight is led off by Greg Murphy, but the other Kmart Commodore is hit hard. And that's car 15, Andy Frio and Cameron McLean.
Check out the Strathfield replay. What happened to this second Kmart car? Well, did he come into contact with the Smiths Trucks Commodore?
And a contact there with car 13, and that puts car 15 straight into the concrete barrier.
We are racing.
Great race is go. Smoke all up and down the grid as the big V8s roar towards the first corner and head into Mountain Straight, and Richards and Bright almost together. Richards just ahead.
An appalling start from Greg
Oh,
Murphy.
no!
Trouble,
Right.
big trouble. Jason Bright and Stephen Richards tangle. Paul Dumbrell goes to the lead. They lock horns on the way up Mountain Straight. They're bluing respectively on the radios about each other. This is the Zinger replay of the run to the first corner. It's Richards on the inside, Bright on the outside, and he gets squeezed up onto the ripple strip. Whoa, he was so close to... Look at this in replay again. Oh, that was unbelievable. And Jason Bright, in another heartbeat, would have met the concrete wall on the left.
Bathurst is away! And a great start from our pole man, Craig Lowndes. Ambrose goes winning there side to side. Remember, they came in contact in New Zealand. But it's a clean turn one. We've got an incident at the back. Someone is into the wall on the start straight. Where is that contact?
It's further back. Here we go.
That was Mark Noski.
And the Bow Jones car in the wall on the exit of turn one. They've had a coming together by the look of it with car number 5.
Oh, look at this. Lee Holdsworth tries to thread through, and Greg Ritter.
Massive damage on the number 5 car there. Now, this is a weird one. Look at that.
The Super Cheap Auto 1000 is on, and Bright got a brilliant start. Scape has bogged it down, and he has been swamped. Scape has lost 10 positions as Bright leads him into turn one. Scape is in the wall. Scape's day is done. Mark Scape has hit the wall.
Wow. There's been something happen.
Hit up the arse like you could not believe.
Something's happened in the braking area going into turn 2 at the top of Mountain Straight. This will trigger a safety car. He's been hit aggressively from behind.
But, oh, and it's the 11, it's the young man, Jack Perkins. And Shane Price in the Jack Daniels Commodore.
Here we go. See, he's still cruising up here. So they already had a problem, and you get hit very hard from behind, massively hard from behind, and it's fired in first into the left wall, then to the right. But the car had no pace, and you could hear it free revving at that point. I think he had a slipping clutch, just as a guess.
Oh no, already. Cameron McConville, can you believe it? We have not even started the race, and this car is parked at the exit of turn 2. Smoke in the cabin.
Yeah, look, stay there, mate, and I'll find out what the procedures from here.
See whether this tells us more about what's happened here. It's just had a major fail, hasn't it? Remember, we reported when he was on the grid that it was making a bad sound and had a misfire. Well, it only got another couple of 100 metres up the road from the start.
Hold on, because there's no holding back, but Garth Tander's not going anywhere. Disaster for car number 1 off the start grid. He's still stuck. Stephen Richards goes off in the distance at turn 1, and now Tander gets it moving.
Got a clutch problem, I think. I just heard Tander in the background. What a disastrous start. 90 kilos of fuel over the rear. It's away now. Oh, Biff and Barge up into turn 2.
Between Lowndes and Greg Murphy, Murphy made a great start. He made up ground, but then they've come side by side. Watch this from the start. You'll just see car number 1 parked. It's a miracle he doesn't get collected. Whoa!
That was Bargwana. That was Bargwana. Had a huge moment. It's rolled.
It's a Bundy car.
No, it's not. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness. One of the Bundaberg Red races has gone over. And that is an almighty crash.
Yeah, so apologies, I've called that wrong. But that's going to bring out the safety car, and that was a shocker. Can't work out which one it is at this point.
It's 24. It's Fabian Coulthard.
Now watch this on the Zinger replay. So it goes into the sand trap sideways. There's only one way to go for that car carrying that amount of speed, and there's mess everywhere. I mean, that car has just disintegrated.
They crawl away from the line. Winterbottom tries to split. They make contact. Watch Mostert on the inside. McLaughlin leads just. Mostert forces his way up to second. Reynolds is on the outside. Watch out for the ripple strips. They're painted and slippery.
Those ripple strips on the outside there are like ice. That was wild there when Winterbottom went between Reynolds and McLaughlin. They all bumped. There might be steering damage out of that straight away.
Replay, great start for Frosty, but nowhere to go. And a little bit of contact. Mostert the beneficiary in the super cheap car down the inside, but he had nowhere to go.
Reasonably sane opening 1 kilometre. Oh no, say that, and in the fence. In the fence for car 14. Over the rise, in the slide, and Tim Slade in the fence on the opening lap. And a lot of damage.
Fuel saving will be the order of the exercise here. So just watching where Tim sits in the field here.
Oh, he had a little bump. There's a little wheel-to-wheel bump. It's one of the Walkinshaw cars.
Well, it was car number 2.
I don't know.
It was the other, but whether there was contact, I can't establish it.
Yep.
He's bounced. And what a start by Lee Holdsworth and Fabian Coulthard. Greg Murphy's in the mix. Lethal has bolted through turn up. Here we go in this slippery stuff on the exit. Do they all safely negotiate?
I think they did. And Murphy's still trying to gather it up. It was wheel spinning, but he gathered it up nicely. What a great start by Lee Holdsworth. And that's the difference between,
trouble.
A massive spin. A massive spin on Mountain Straight. The track's blocked.
Now look mid-pack, what has gone on here? Yeah. And I saw 88, I saw Whincup having trouble finding traction, but I didn't understand on the left side what triggered it. Trying to focus on the mid-pack. So there's a cluster of 3 wide down there. Whincup gets crossed up. Oh, there was actually nose-to-tail contact. That was actually the number 8 with Dale Wood in it. I reckon he got into the back of the preceding car, but they would have been checking up on the water. So the reason that they start the concertina there is the minute the car brakes sideways, you're compelled to lift the throttle. Here's an onboard. Whoa!
That's Mark Winterbottom.
Tyler Everingham gets a massive whack.
Oh, is it? Was it Tyler, is it?
Well, no, in the preceding car, yeah.